What's up, wrestling fans, trading card collectors? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Cards. Today, part 4 of my interpretation of if wrestling cards were part of Project 2020. Stick around, check out the artwork. So here we go with Chris Jericho. The main picture of Jericho is from the 1993 Topps CMLL set. For those of you unfamiliar, Topps put out a set of wrestling cards with the impression CMLL in Mexico. If you're familiar with any wrestling in Mexico, AAA and CMLL, those are kind of the two biggest companies. You could kind of think of them as like AEW, WWE, or WWF, WCW kind of thing. This is Jericho's first card. Very hard to find. I like to refer to this card as the unicorn. The background image that I like to use on this with the lion heart and the lion and the colors, it was inspired by Chris Jericho's airbrushed ring vest that he used to wear to the ring during his time that I saw him in ECW and early WCW. I just love the airbrush stuff. I see that stuff to this day, and it always reminds me of pro wrestling and the early to mid-90s. Just absolutely love it, so I had to include it in this card. Next card on the list, Ultimate Warrior. This card features art and inspiration from the first two Warrior cards ever produced. First is the 1988 WWF playing card that he was featured in. And I know many will debate that, whether this is even an actual wrestling card, but there's a market for them. It's an official Titan-released product. It says it right on the box of the cards when you buy them. So I'm going to say this is his first official card. I took the main picture on that playing card, and I kind of put them in all four corners of this card, similar to how a playing card would look with the hearts and spades, etc. Then I took the main picture from Warrior's 1989 Market Scene Limited card. Fun fact, I took the picture that I used on the background on this card a while back at a very random place. Let me know in the comments where you think I took this picture to use as a background, and if somebody gets it right, I'll give you a discount to my eBay store or Mercari, or check out my cards or something. Super late 80s, early 90s look, pastel colors, dig it. Mick Foley. This card features his designs from his first two cards, 1993 WCW Yearbook Magazine card and the 1995 BBM Japanese Wrestling card. I like the basic bordered design of the magazine card, but the BBM card image, I believe, what is from the King of the Deathmatch appearance that I think he won, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I know him and Terry Funk were the finals. I'm pretty sure he won. This was my first introduction to death matches, was Cactus Jack. I didn't have a lot of the tape trading capabilities at the time, and I remember WWE doing a special when Cactus Jack was Dude Love and all his personalities, and they were showing clips of this, and I was like, what is going on here? So, first introduction to death matches, I wanted to include it. I didn't want it to do anything really crazy with this card, just add some more blood, as you can see. Very basic design, so loved it. Loved the way it turned out. Bruno San Martino. Cards I used from this, the 1964 exhibit card is the main picture on here. Just a classic old school wrestling pose, very basic. Love the black and white look, flipped, kind of mirrored. Top of the card, the kind of top border part, is from Bruno's Sportscaster card, which was a multi-sport set from the late 70s. They were bigger than the standard cards. Those two images, I took kind of somewhat of a prismatic mosaic background. At the time of this video recording and the time I made these cards, the very first football mosaic cards were being shared all over social media, the drought that you can't find them at retail. I thought it would be kind of cool to just take a similar idea, but yet put an old school legend in black and white over the top of that. Eddie Guerrero. Very simple design here. Just took the Eddie Guerrero Latino Heat graphic, made that the main part of the card. Added a couple of extra images. The first being his first appearance card that I'm aware of as Black Tiger. This was in the 95 BBM Japanese set, similar to the Cactus Jack card we had just talked about. That 95 set is great. Then I also wanted to add his first card as himself, which is from the 1998 Topps WCW NWO set. Wanted to add the color combinations into the card to appear as the flag of Mexico, so we could get that LWO, Latino World Order feel. I loved that little stable, as short as it was. Eddie was so great. We as wrestling fans all miss him. I hope I brought you some great information on this video. I hope you enjoy the artwork. Click on the videos on the screen to learn even more about wrestling cards, more Project 2020 cards, and I'll see you there.